Hey guys, Harry here, and another video, same day. It's like the first day on the pair of houses. Just more footage of me running in gables. Today I was doing more long spread pick and dip. As you can see, the last video I think I was doing this similar thing. Obviously you can see I'm wearing the same clothes, so it's the same day. Not really going to talk as much about the work in front of me because, as anyone knows, gets a bit tedious talking about the same thing. Haven't really got any more tips in this video, but it's still going to be in the pick and dip playlist tips because I'm doing pick and dip. You can always learn by watching. I find that I've watched various few people do the pick and dip, various different bricks. I've got a lot of tips, to be honest. You know what I mean? Always trying to improve, really, for the sake of just making life easier. I wouldn't say, there's, for me making these videos, people might think that, I absolutely love bricklaying to death. I don't really. It's, I enjoy my time at work that I have, but I'm not, mega passionate about building. It's just, I find it the easiest, one of the most enjoyable options to earn the amount of money we do at the moment. You know what I mean? If, for instance, say there was like a building crash and all the prices dropped in half, I'd probably have a big fucking difference in opinion of laying bricks to what I do now. But I've been doing it that long that I just sort of, it's the only job I've ever done, really. I worked at Takeaway when I was really young, but that's the only job I've done in my adult life. So I'm getting to a point where I sort of have a bit of fun with it, record and fucking try different techniques, where as 10 years ago when I first started, I just didn't have the confidence to do anything. I was just fucking trying to get my bearings. So it's given me a good opportunity making these videos to just play around, really, at work. I'm still working because the way I've always worked, but just take a different approach to work than I always did. Not always about trying to make money. It's just trying to get better, and people don't realise that if you get better, you'll earn more money because you're laying more bricks. It's counterintuitive, really. A lot of people are obsessed about making the most amount of money and actually not obsessed about trying to get better. So if you're not getting better, you're not going to make any more money. You know what I mean? If you're still as shit as you were 10 years ago, I'm sorry I'm making it a bit derogatory there, but you're not really going to be laying any faster. You're not going to be you're not going to be doing any higher standard of work. You're not going to, be producing a better product, which is building a house, laying a brick. It's counterintuitive why people don't try and improve. But anyway, just want to touch on why the name After 8 Bricklayer or After 8 Bricky, and the reason I get to site after 8 o'clock. I'd made a video before this, but I went a bit wacky and philosophical, and I went off topic, really, because I ain't got that much footage today, because I'm saving some for tomorrow's video, because I enjoy doing these. They're a form of vlog, since I spend that much time at work. Anyone does. Spend upwards of 35 up to 40 hours a week. I don't really ever work 40 hours anymore, but 8 hours times 5, I suppose I spend 40 hours out of the house. But I get to work after 8 o'clock. A few reasons is the way I work and the pace I work. I can't keep it up working 7:30 while 4:30. You see a lot of people working these days. I get to work around 8:30, about between 8:15 and 8:30. I normally want to be ideally laying by 8:30. And I tend to pack up the tools up. I start jointing up around 2:45. Because I was on a lot of straight runs, I was finishing about 2:30. We were on day work, and the people we work for understand the hours we work and what we produce. So we were just basically more or less covering as money and leaving. But we were just doing this as a favour, finishing these hours off. I didn't build the block work. I didn't clarify this area, but I didn't build the other parts of the house. I was just basically getting all the brickwork up. But yeah, and another reason is I don't actually get any more done when I get to site early on, should I say. It's very rarely I actually get to site early, and especially if I've got my dad with me and I'm already loaded out. If I've got my dad with me, I don't get to site early because I've got him to load me out some bricks to get going. And a lot of the time, I grab a few brick clamps for about 10 minutes. I can get about 100 or 200 bricks out in 10 minutes easily, and that'll easily get me going for a morning. With the help of my dad, he'll probably load mortarboards up while I have 10 minutes on the brick clamps, and I don't see any reason getting there earlier. It's just, especially if you haven't got the bricks on the loading bay, or there's a lot of gangs on your site and everyone's competing for the silo. There's just no point getting there early. You'll just be sat waiting with them, and it gets to a point where people just get earlier and earlier. It's just a waste of time, really. And the only other time I get to site early is if I'm working solo that day. I know people have laughed how I say solo, but working on my own that day. And I get there. If previously my dad's got me some bricks to load out, I'll get there early and load them out for an hour before. I'll just take my time, warm up, load out for an hour before while everyone gets all their mortar. So anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. This is a few pictures of the last day's work. Obviously, these videos have been split into multiple parts because I recorded a lot of footage, but I'm going to try and make another voiceover tomorrow. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and enjoy your weekend.